She be coming around the corner, here she comes. She be coming around the corner, she be coming around the corner, she be coming around the corner, here she comes.
Hey, everybody, welcome to a new episode of Night Coop. We are freshly annoyed.
You better believe it. But isn't that the best way to start this stuff off? Because
really
we're bringing in the energy.
We're bringing in the heat, baby.
How
Go Frogs.
Go.
TCU.
We
Go
went
Frogs.
to Texas
Christian University.
University.
I gotta tell you, last night I'm at the Comedy Chore, which is, if you don't know, the Comedy Store is one of the best, I'll say it. Comedy clubs in Los Angeles, and probably one of the best in the world, absolutely. But, so I'm hanging out, and this guy comes over, he starts trying to hit on me, which I don't like, I don't like that, period, okay?
No, never.
All I had to do was say, I went to Texas Christian University, and let me tell you, this motherfucker flew the coop faster than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He goes, well, it's great to meet you. The second I say that, I went there.
Why?
Because he was like, oh, she's a Christian girl, moron. If you know anything about TCU.
Oh, we're affiliated but not governed by
the disciples of Christ, you jackass.
You idiots.
Oh, my God.
My God.
Hey, you can teach him to fish.
Anyway, welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you for all of the positive remarks and negative ones. It drives up our engagement, so fuck you. I'll make a coin off you being a bitter bitch.
Ain't that the fucking
truth, girl.
So we decided also, between commenting back to some people that have had some choice words, is that Allie's good cop, I'm bad cop, and that Allie says things that are actually eloquent, actually a good response.
I just, the problem is that I get hot. And then I go, I gotta.
But you got some rhythm to your insults.
Oh, thank
you. You
Thank
really
you
do
so much.
Meanwhile, if you see me in the comments telling the people to fuck off, it's because I don't have the rhythm, and that is how I feel. I don't have a filter. Fuck you and fuck off.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Good morning. How are we?
We're getting started. We're coming in.
We're coming in
hot. We're coming
I just
feisty.
It's because I just got done with a show. I did a lovely brunch show. Thank you.
We love a brunch show.
It was technically an after brunch show.
We love an after brunch show.
Yeah, we really do. I'll get into it for another segment of this podcast, but I think because I just did that set, now I'm already ramped up.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just sold cakes for 8 hours, so I'm pissed too.
I'm ramped up.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to start with our first segment, of course. You guys know it. You love it. It's the news.
Current events, bitch. You got to go over it.
Time to party.
Who's
going first? Me?
Yes. You
All
have
right.
3?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, my first story is that a Utah man, 46, has been arrested today for stealing an excavator and tearing a nearby grocery store parking lot apart, causing almost $40,000 worth of damage and counting.
Wait. So
he stole construction site equipment
material
of the
thing
you ride in.
And destroyed the parking lot?
And I think, honestly, what I have to say is that people are on drugs.
These people are out here.
They're on drugs.
They're on drugs.
They're on drugs. They're doing drugs.
They're running around. They're doing drugs. And you know what pisses me off is these days, you have to be fine with it or else you're a jerk. Why am I a jerk? Because you're on crack.
Why am I a jerk? Because I don't want people tearing apart the parking lot. I mean, they're on drugs.
They're on drugs.
What can you do?
But also, though, if I walked up and saw a man tearing up a parking lot, I wouldn't call anybody. I'd be like, oh, clearly.
Yeah, you wouldn't assume.
Were cars already parked?
No, it was like an empty space. So,
where is he going to practice?
Yeah, you got to learn somehow.
You got to start somewhere.
I think the guy's motivated to do more. And I think he's trying to get a job. And first you got to prove yourself. And how do you do that without using the machinery?
Exactly. Do you have to take this?
I'm so sorry.
You have to take this.
Hold on one moment, please. Hello? Hey.
I'm not moving.
Yes. Yes. I hadn't asked them to bring it. We'll make it through tomorrow. It should be fine. I did order them. They didn't come, and I don't know why. No, that's fine.
Jack,
Yeah.
buddy, recording the pod.
Oh yeah, we are recording the pod right now. Are you lucky? You're lucky to be on. But for the next hour, I won't be available. Okay. No, it's all good. Thanks. Okay. Bye.
Give it up for Jack, everybody.
Give it up for Jack.
Made his first small appearance.
Love Jack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, we're out of forks right now. Okay. Anyway.
So what happened to him now? Is he just in jail?
He got arrested. But the thing is, the reason why it's drugs and stuff is because he's like, no motive.
No motive. I guess I just wanted to destroy the parking lot.
I just did it.
I just did it. And now we have to put all this back because you just did it.
You just did it. You just went for it.
I don't hate
took
the
the
guy.
leap.
I don't hate the guy.
No, I mean,
He didn't hurt anybody.
No, he was on drugs.
He was on drugs. Well, the other thing is, it's like...
They didn't report that he was on drugs.
No, of course not. Of course they didn't say that. But, I mean, you got to be a little loopy. If he wasn't on drugs, he was dropped at some point.
At some point.
Or maybe, what's crazy is maybe he has a memory where he was dropped, but he was at one of those fairs with his family where they were at, like, a touch-a-truck convention.
Oh, my
The last thing he remembers before his brains got a little scrambled was one of the machines.
Oh,
he was like, one day I will drive one of those. You never know.
And then he did. And
he cost $40,000 worth of damage.
But a dream came true.
Well, most dreams are expensive, folks. Just so you know.
That's right. That's right.
My first story?
Yep.
Alrighty. My first story is... Okay. Did you know that there's this thing in the Netherlands going on right now called the Highland Games?
No.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
It's at a castle, and it's basically Hunger Games similar style. Anyway, a guy died. He got hit with this huge metal hammer.
What do you mean similar style to Hunger Games?
I guess it's similar style, but I think it's supposed to be more of like a bit.
I need you to go into the style of it.
I think it's supposed to be more of like a bit, but then I think accidents happen.
So it's a tournament of districts or it's a tournament of teams?
I don't know. I saw that a man got hit with a hammer.
And you said I must address
And then
this.
I gotta address this, yeah. But the thing is though, if I were even going to a mock Hunger Games type of thing, I'd be like, I might get my shit rocked.
You can't.
Also, I didn't know we had castles still.
Yeah.
They're
They're
out
out there.
Fascinating to me.
They're out there.
I want to be in a castle.
Do you?
No.
A lot can go wrong, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like, what are there in the drawbridge? There's alligators?
Yeah, not in the drawbridge.
Under the
Although,
bridge.
what a bridge that would be all of a sudden.
A gator bridge?
A gator bridge.
A gate or a bridge?
A moat is what you're thinking of.
A moat.
In the moat around the drawbridge would be... I feel like they do more so crocodiles, not alligators. What
Alligators
am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Peter Pan.
You're thinking of Peter Pan. I'm thinking of Shrek, where they didn't have anything in the moat. They just had a huge bridge. They had the dragon in the castle.
If you had a moat, what would you put in the moat? What animal?
Hippos. Yeah. Yeah.
All hippos.
All hippos. Female hippos. And one baby.
Really?
I don't know. You just asked me the question out of nowhere. I thought...
You've never thought about this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I feel like when the time comes, you're going to have to pick really quickly.
This podcast ain't it. I'm still pissed about that
I'm
comment.
putting her in the damn moat.
Swim,
Swim, bitch.
Yeah, I'm putting
Circles,
her
honey.
in the damn
This
moat.
girl...
Sorry.
This girl commented on our clip saying this podcast ain't it, but if men can be mediocre, so can we. Which, this comment is just weird. It's just weird. Who's the dig at? Men? Us? Everybody? You sound miserable, bitch.
Sad.
Sad.
Belongs in a moat, one might say. Alone. In a tiny boat.
Yeah.
I'll let her live in the boat. You know, not saying she has to swim for herself. But why don't you think about it? Why don't you think about yourself for a minute in the moat?
I want you to go around in the moat for
No
a
phone.
day. No phone. And
No
I want
phone.
you to do some reflecting.
No being a jerk to people you don't know.
Yeah. How about that?
That's what blows my mind about the
you don't
internet.
They never say it to your face.
You don't even know me and you're being that much
You
of a
don't even
jerk
know me.
to
Also, it's a 30-second clip that we post and somebody's like, this podcast ain't it. Girl,
Did you
ain't
listen?
it.
Did you listen to it?
Did you like?
Or are you just?
Are you just based off this one 30-second thing? This podcast ain't it? Is that?
And then the thing though is if she was like, no, I actually wouldn't listen. I'd be like, so you're a fan?
Yeah.
So
Ain't a Nicki fan, then the bitch deaf dumb.
bitch. It's the truth. Whatever. You know what though? We're gonna get haters who are not baddies, who can never last in the Highland Games or whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them.
We're gonna get 'em. We got the hammer, bitch.
Bitch. I really do hope that along this podcast, you guys feel you are sitting right across from us.
I really do.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. That's the goal. I mean, most of what we say is nonsense. But every now and again, I think we sprinkle
We
in
strike a
something
chord.
really, really smart.
Yeah. Do you have
don't-
another current event for
I do
us?
have another current event.
Maybe this is where we jump into something very intelligent.
I don't know.
Well, no promises.
Okay. 3 people were killed last week in a lightning strike by the White House. Did you hear about this?
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. Strike me with lightning or not, bitch.
Girl, they died.
That's sad.
Oh no, but your soul lives on, I think.
Yeah, it
So-
does. It does.
Okay. But anyway, they died.
They were struck by lightning by the White House. What were they doing at the White House?
They were at the
Not victim blaming.
they were at the park. They were at a park near the White House.
Oh,
like,
the
right
big
next
one?
to
The big one.
I'm assuming so, the main park.
Yeah.
And it was a 29-year-old, and then it was a couple celebrating their wedding anniversary.
No.
And they went to DC. But
Maybe that's why they met.
they were like 75 from Wisconsin.
No.
Yeah. But honestly,
75
they went out together, and honestly, like, you
70
know, you're 75, you live
Lightning?
a good life. Lightning, like,
That's a good way to. I'm not
they
saying
had
in any
5
ways.
kids and 10 grandchildren.
10 grandchildren.
And they'll all get to say, my grandparents
Were
were
struck
struck
by
by
lightning.
lightning by the White House. Yeah.
You left them with a story at least.
It's not the worst way to. No,
I don't-
29-year-old. That's very
horrible.
sad and horrible. The couple. It's
kind of.
it's kind
Not
of
romantic,
Like, it's
but
not,
if you're gonna go out, unfortunately, that's a good bow on it.
Yeah, that's a good bow on it. That's a
Yes.
good last chapter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like if we're gonna go, I hope we're picked up by vultures at the same time. And they start
And then they drop
No,
us at the same time
by
and
accident.
we fly
because
for a
what
while.
happens is we annoy them while they're carrying us.
They're like, fucking forget it. These two
it.
bitches, are you done with them? I'm done with
I'm
them. And
dropping
they just
them.
drop us. And we
And we
get
look
to
at each
fly
other and
in
we're
our
like-
final moments.
We go, this isn't good, huh? This is what we call a bad situation.
Right.
You and I are in a bad situation right now.
We're looking at each other. We're just like, no, it was when you said this that really set them off. That was what you took it too far, Kel.
You took it too far. Well, they said they didn't like the podcast, and that set me off.
They got mad because we called them bald.
And you know what? I will not apologize for calling a vulture bald.
You are what you are.
Bitch.
Either be confident with it or fucking figure it out.
Truly.
Talking shit on vultures.
I'll tell you this.
I'd say
Vultures
to their face.
Vultures ain't crying about alopecia. A vulture's confident. They're like, I will fuck you up.
Yeah, they and they will.
Me and all my bald-headed friends will fuck you up.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
Next story.
My next
coming
story.
from
We
you,
have
Cal.
proven to be so stupid so far. Not even stupid, but just inappropriate and
Offensive and wrong in many
Yes.
ways.
Here's something that I don't think we'll be able to make upsetting. Okay. So I read an article about all the best breakfasts for each age group. And I have phenomenal news that I found out. One of the things for people between 18 and their 30s that they said that you should eat for breakfast is a breakfast burrito. This is science.
I love that.
I know, because it was a grain and a bunch of protein. Our other options were like Greek yogurt and, whatever. But the fact is breakfast burrito is on the table, folks.
That's wonderful.
I know.
I feel sick after every time I eat one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Even after the Fuzzy's breakfast burrito?
Definitely.
That
Fuzzy's
one
breakfast
felt
burrito.
like you just ate a block of coal. That one, literally, you eat a Fuzzy's breakfast burrito, you're not moving for the rest of the day.
No way in hell.
You know what?
That's what I mean, I can't, unless it's like in the kind of the middle of the day, I can't do a large breakfast. I'm going back to bed.
I normally start with some eggs, and then I have a piece of toast or so. Today I had...
hair on the table.
Is it a hair on the table? Yes. Today I had... What did I have? I had some egg whites, and then I had 2 pieces of gluten-free bread.
I had...
And it was so good. Eggs and toast is my favorite meal.
Eggs
my
and
go-to
toast
meal.
is... Come on. It's delicious.
So good every time. Go ahead.
And there's so many variations. You can do it exactly as you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like people might be like, that's boring. And I'm like, you're boring because you're not innovative, okay?
Yeah, or maybe you just haven't found your style of eggs and toast. Maybe you need to work on that. Maybe you have homework. Learn a little about yourself.
God forbid.
Stop reading about your birth chart or whatever the fuck in regards to,
I read something the other day that said that people that are obsessed with astrology and all of that kind of stuff
do not know their egg order.
Well, first of all, yeah, they don't know their egg order. But they the reason that they do all that is because they are clinging to knowing stuff about themselves because other people never cared. That's what I saw. And I go, we just got an explanation for everything these days. Why
really
do I
do.
like eggs and toast? Someone better tell me that. I want to know the science behind why I like eggs and toast.
I
We're
like
left
eggs and
alone
toast.
in a room. All right. That's my next story.
Oh,
What's your
and
next
then
one?
my final story is
Final
that
story.
a Texas family ate at I believe, North Carolina. Please hold. Ate at I didn't write the state. I believe it was North Carolina. North Carolina Waffle House, and then robbed it.
They ate there and then robbed it?
Yeah, at gunpoint.
Keep your friends closer, your enemies closer. Holy
They
shit.
said, "Well, I gotta work up I gotta feed my appetite before
before I bust this place down.
Yeah.
Bust this place down. But you know what, though? That is what I do love about Waffle House. Is you go in there and you go, anybody could rob this at any point. Mm-hmm. It is. Have you been to a Waffle House?
No, I haven't been.
I have to tell you.
You've only been once, yeah?
No. I've been twice. I have.
I've been 2 times.
I went once in New Orleans where I watched a woman yell at all of her coworkers in front of everybody. I loved it.
Yeah,
And then I went in Phoenix, and it was a lovely experience. Although what was hilarious was she dropped down. I got bacon. I normally don't eat red meat, but I got bacon. It's Waffle House. Fuck off. Okay. So she puts down the bacon. She goes, "It's burnt. Sorry."
Perfect.
You're right. It is burnt.
I always liked it crispy.
And you're sorry. Well, that's the thing.
Was she sorry or was she just telling you?
She was telling me it's burnt and sorry, but you're not getting more bacon.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how much was it? $1.99?
Not even. I mean,
Yeah.
it comes with the combo, whatever.
Right,
but
right,
of course, I take one bite of the bacon. I'm like, I can make this work, Like, that's the thing about Waffle House is it's like, you're not really paying for quality.
Right.
You're paying to be there.
One
to be
time-
somewhere.
Have you
that
ever
way.
had Roscoe's? I haven't. I haven't had it. I went in to get 2 lemonades one time.
I don't like overpriced waffles and fried chicken. I don't like it. I don't really care how good it is because
don't
I
really
know
care for chicken and waffles all that much.
No. Well, they don't really do
combination.
chicken and waffles at Waffle House.
Oh, right.
It's really just a Denny's but waffles instead and a little more chaotic.
Got it.
And they're known for their hash browns. Like, they do a lot of hash browns, but their hash browns to me look like spaghetti. So it kind of bothers me a little bit, and it's not as appetizing. That's how I feel anyway.
And after telling her all that, that's why she looked down and said, "It's burned," and walked away.
Hey, my hash browns look like spaghetti. She's like, okay, weirdo. Start sobbing. But they do, let me tell you, Waffle House, whenever you walk in, they got applications at the front.
They're hiring.
They're hiring. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's my news. That's my
your news.
update.
Okay.
All right, what are we moving on to?
Do we want to do I've Changed?
Sure.
Let's see. What did I write down? Okay.
Hit me with it.
I've changed, and this is how and why. I believe that online shopping is a scam.
Definitely.
And the reason I believe this, and I didn't always think this, I thought, oh, I'm going to start buying some clothes on online shopping, blah, 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 blah. No. The reason I think it's a scam is because if I am too lazy to go out and buy this article of clothing, I'm definitely too lazy to return it.
That's right.
You're never going to return this. And I know
And
people
they're
go,
banking on that.
they are banking on it, and it pisses me off because it's like people go, oh, well, even for this company, all you have to do is put the return address label on and you put it by your door. You know I'm not going to do that. The second I get the clothes, I don't know where the label went. I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm responsible?
I don't pay attention to the past. I pay attention to the future.
And the future doesn't include this receipt, probably.
It never. I don't want it to. I don't want it to include the receipt. I don't want to go back to the receipt. I don't want to.
I know.
I don't want to be reminded of my mistakes by going back to the receipt.
You don't. I know.
I don't online shop. I have never been an online shopper. It goes against
Everything you believe in.
It goes against one of my main senses, which is touch. And I like to touch it.
I like to touch it,
I like
too.
to touch it before I have it.
I don't know fabrics. So if you just tell me, oh, it's a linen, I go, I don't know what that means.
If I lived in a world where everything fit, okay?
It'd be a different story.
It'd be a different story. If I were a little twiggy little piggy walking around, different story.
Or if I were a Fashion Nova hoe.
Yeah. It'd be a different story. It'd be like, hey, the small's gonna fit. Why wouldn't it fit?
They always fit.
They always fit.
Not with yours truly. I could be an extra small in some stores and an extra large in others. It doesn't make any sense. Extra small is kind of pushing it small in some stores.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Logically, it's why
Yeah.
why would I take the chance? The risk is not.
The idea is that you don't have to leave your own home. And I understand that. But I actually like going to the mall.
I love going to the mall. I love going to the
It's
mall.
something to do. Even if I don't buy anything, I get my steps in. I walk around. I touch everything. People go, why do you have to touch everything? Because I walked by it.
Because I'm utilizing the senses that I have.
Yeah.
This is what I don't get.
It's a shame to me that people think that the malls are going out of business, and I know that they are, and in certain areas they're definitely closing down or whatever. But I don't want to.
I love the mall.
shopping malls.
I don't want to lose shopping malls. I don't want to order everything online.
No,
The only thing I order online is food. That's it.
when we order a lot of food online.
And I don't like to do the online grocery shopping. No, you know why?
No.
Because half the time, girl,
talking
about things coming in that you're not expecting.
I'm gonna say this. I respect these employees so much because I know they're not getting paid enough, or even if they are, they're dealing with some of the worst fucking people ever. So that's why I never complain. But sometimes you're like, when we had COVID, we did Instacart because we were like, we're not going to have anybody come over, blah, blah, blah. And some of the things that showed up at our door, we were like, what? How could you have possibly? What was the thing where we were like, can we get limes or something? No, tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Okay.
And we got one shitty tomato in a bag. And it was just like, forget it.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'll risk it. I'll double up on my mask. I'll, wear gloves. It was like that, but I can't. I'm already losing money by dealing with this pandemic, and I'd prefer not to. Well,
it's expensive too.
Yeah,
you got
it's
so
not
many fees.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's how I've changed.
So no more online shopping, or just no more.
No more clothes, I think,
No more
online
clothes.
clothes. Everything else, it's like I'm not going to return doggy bags that I ordered.
Right.
Although I
right.
did order some from Amazon, and they never came. So
that's nice.
My card
That's
probably.
freaking nice.
I had a different debit card at the time. Something probably happened with that. Go ahead. How have you changed?
I think I am a dip girl.
A what?
A dip girl.
Like a dip your toe in the pool, girl, or dip your
No.
toes in chip dip?
Chip dip.
Shut the fuck up.
I think I've changed. I think I love dips.
What kind of dips?
I
love a hummus.
I love hummus, but that's a dip. I went to Costco with my mother, and one of the samples they had was a spinach artichoke dip, cold. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But I tasted it, and I was like,
It's good.
I like it a lot. And come to think of it,
Was it like sour cream, though?
no,
What was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't buy it. I
Oh.
don't like it that much. But, well, I mean, also, you go to Costco, it's like, you got to really like something.
You're getting a bucket.
Yeah,
so.
you're planning to have it for the next 4 months. Okay, it can't just be a dip that you just go, I think I like that. You have to be like, I will lather my body in this shit.
If Costco, I have an idea for you, Costco. One half of the store is the bulk. The other half is the not bulk.
And you just give a good deal on it.
What's the harm in that?
What's the harm in a good deal?
Go ahead. Anyways.
Yeah, but I think I used to be very like, I'll have it plain. I didn't, because for whatever reason, I was very sensitive to like texture and consistency.
That's how I am
and all
too.
that.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think if it's a smooth dip, I'm good.
Really?
I'm good. As long as it doesn't have chunks.
I'm not doing a chunky dip.
You give me a chunky dip,
Get out of here. I don't trust you anymore.
you're getting me gone.
What are the chunks? Why are the chunks?
There should... We live in a world of
I don't even
food
like
processors.
I don't like a chunky salsa either.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta finally cut this shit down. I'm with you on this. But I also like dips. I like a baba ganoush. I like hummus. I guess mostly
I
Mediterranean.
mean, I like
things, but-
salsa a lot.
and I love salsa.
But I can't do the
have
big
it anymore.
chunks of things.
Whenever they come up with a replacement for tomatoes and salsa, someone giving me a ring. I'm allergic to tomatoes, in case you guys can tell. Also, I sound like this because I had a sinus infection. I just feel like I sound nasally right now.
No.
Do you have a favorite dip?
I mean, my favorite dip,
Aunt Val's dip?
Aunt Val's dip. It's a very simple recipe of, not to downplay it. Sorry, Aunt Val.
Something tells me she added something else in it, though.
No, I'm telling you, it's literally,
Really?
it goes in a bread bowl, and it's a dip that is served warm. It's served hot with chips. I'm not even going to give too many details because
Not chips.
Yeah.
No, it's served with the cutout of the sourdough bread.
it's also served with scoops.
Tostitos scoops.
Yes.
And the cutouts, right?
I think the cutouts are
No,
put
you're
to
right.
the side.
You're right. It's mostly Tostitos chips.
Yeah. But
So
it's
good.
like it's with salsa, and it has I think just sour cream and cream cheese.
I had
So
some
good.
Tostitos the other day because Bruce wanted some chips with
salty.
his sandwich. Salty, but good Lord, are they good. Mm-hmm. They are a
Shit's fire.
phenomenal tortilla chip. I love the scoops. I love all of them. You know what? And I love salt. I don't know what I'm going to do because
like
one
salt
day
more
I'm
than
going to get
sugar,
to a
for
certain...
sure.
Yeah, one day I'm going to get to a certain age and they're going to tell you got to cut back on salt, and I'm going to go, you kidding? Oh, you're kidding. I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's consistent. It's good every time. All right. What the clock?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, my what the clock literally just happened. Alrighty, folks. So for my what the clock, this just happened to me.
Okay.
Okay, so you know how I do a lot of shows?
Yeah.
And where I get paid in drinks or whatever. Or I get paid generally. Okay. So typically the bar, any bar that you're at, will give you a free whatever or blah, blah, blah. I was just at a wine bar. They charge $14 to $18 a glass, no free drink.
Stupid.
Because it's like, and the guy tried to give me like a tour, like an understanding of what the kind of wine was. I'm like, I do not care. I drink Sutter Home, bitch.
Yeah. Just
give
me it. You're gonna, you know what? Save it. You're gonna charge me $14 to $18 for a glass of wine. Save it. I don't care to know anything about it or you. Give me the cup.
You're fucking me over.
You're fucking me over.
Don't waste my time.
Don't
On
waste
top
my
of it.
time.
On
On
top
top
of
of
it.
it. I don't need to know about the tones that are coming from. I don't need to know about the scent, the aroma, the whatchamacallit,
I don't know what it's called, but the man said it's this one. He goes
the notes.
The notes. He goes, this one is from, it's made near a volcano. And you know what my dumb ass, smart ass said to him? I go, I can tell. How would I be able to tell? I've never been to a volcano before. How would I know? And yet I was like, absolutely.
You know, I can tell.
I can tell. Go ahead. What's your what the
It's
clock?
just a
That's
cup
my
of
what the
lava.
clock. What the clock is, my point is that you got people coming to do a show. You can't give them a free glass of wine. What the clock?
Yeah, you cheap.
Cheap. Go ahead. What's your what the clock?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that you were going first. I was like, didn't I? Okay. I looked this up earlier because I was confused by it. I was like, what even is a cookie? An internet cookie?
Oh,
And
yes.
it's essentially like it's data.
They're tracking you.
And
We're
whatever.
always being tracked. Go ahead.
But then I was like looking at the other terms that they were explaining, and one of them was nerd.
Nerd.
Do you know where it comes from?
Nerd. No.
Okay. The original spelling of nerd is KNURD. That's the original spelling of nerd. And the term was created in the 1940s at a college for kids who were interested in like technology and computers and stuff, because the opposite would be a jock who drank a lot and was a drunk. So nerd was originally spelled as drunk backwards.
Shut up.
I can't.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So they're insinuating that people that are quote unquote nerds can't be alcoholics. And that's where they're wrong.
They're very wrong. They're very wrong. The term has certainly developed over time.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this. Well, of course you do. We've been together. But we've been to bars where it's all video games, and these people drink like fish.
And let me tell you, those places need to be shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, you walk in and you go, okay. Here's the thing that is
But
so...
you'll never feel safer as a woman.
No, you'll never feel safer, although you know that those people fuck, which is terrifying. Mm-hmm. They do. Nerdy people love...
Nerdy people are fucking.
Oh, they get down.
They get down.
They get down.
For sure.
It's gnarly. It's gnarly.
Yeah.
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 Some of the biggest.
Well, because in high school, they go, oh, no one wanted to touch me. And then they get out into the real world, and it's like, wait a second, we can touch whoever we want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other people are lonely, too.
Here we go.
Let's
exactly.
freaking...
That's very interesting, though. What the clock?
I know. And, but they changed the spelling when it became popular in I believe a Dr. Seuss book. And then also it was on Happy Days. And they changed the spelling to nerd, N-E-R-D.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, the first option of it doesn't really flow.
fit Happy Days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
What? I think it was before Beethoven's fourth or something. Or third, Beethoven's third.
We're talking about the dog, not the
We're talking about
symphony or anything. Yeah.
Talking about the movie Beethoven's third. And beforehand they would do like a little song.
There was the
to Happy Days.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Happy Days, and they would
Saturday,
do it was like all these shots
these days
from movies.
Are all these happy days, oh baby.
And yeah, that brings back a core memory that I don't know if we've explained accurately, but I'm really hoping so.
Somebody gets it.
Beethoven's
that channeled through
third
me.
had good villains.
They were phenomenal at
they
their
were very
job.
good,
They
very
were
good.
good.
Yeah.
They were good.
But yeah, that's my What the Clock. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I love this podcast because I feel like I'm learning.
I hope you all
Don't
are
you?
too. Yeah. Okay. We've got beef.
We've got beef.
Okay. Here's who I got beef with. We were at the Grove the other day, and here's I got. Okay. If you got a big family, and you're spreading out across the sidewalk, taking up all lanes,
Single file.
single file.
Single file, dummies.
What does a goose do?
Single file.
Single file. If you can't even do what a goose does, okay? You can't even do what a goose does.
You can't even
Figure
this one
that
out?
out. You better hope that goose doesn't learn to type. It's gonna take your fucking job.
Yeah.
More organized than
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it the other day when we were at the Grove, and I was like, am I rude? Because I'm like, it's not like I'm behind one
rude.
person. If you're slow and you're one person, or you're even two people, you're waiting for the person, whatever, okay? And you're in your own designated lane, fine. I'll walk around you. There's no harm in that. I know that. You know, people got things going on. They can't walk too fast. Of course. But I find it hard to believe that your family of 19 all have a walking issue of some kind.
The odds are not in your favor.
No, and you've built a barricade to where I can't fucking get through. Okay, and now I'm the jerk. Because here's the thing. When you walk by all speedy, somebody in the family goes, wonder what the rush is.
The rush is that your family is acting like a fucking summer camp. Okay? You're all dawdling.
I didn't have the 17 children. Why am I being punished?
Yeah, why am I punished for you 17 fucking kids?
I don't know. You got the stroller. You got a lot going on, and that's fine. But why are you going to the Grove? I mean, it's not really a.
All you have to do is turn with your megaphone and go, everybody, one line. That's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do. I mean, for real though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I 100% agree with you.
Who do you got beef with?
I have beef with the system. I have beef with the system because the system has now made it where it is borderline assumed that if you get bread and butter or chips and salsa at the table, you will be paying for it.
Criminal.
And what I want to know, I'm not mad at the restaurants. You know, you got to get your coin where you can. But that's when I know, when I believe I was like 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19. When I got bread and butter for the first time and they charged me for it, I was like, the economy is not in good shape.
We're in the turlet.
We're not doing well.
I
can sense it because they're charging me for yeast, water, flour, and salt. And that's a problem.
And they're going to watch me pay $25 for my entree. Meanwhile, on top of it.
Yeah.
They're charging me for this.
They're going to watch me do it.
That's why you knock Olive Garden. Olive Garden will never charge you for the breadsticks.
I thought they did charge for breadsticks.
I don't think so. You get soup and salad and breadsticks if you do the soup and salad combo for lunch. But if you just do...
But also there's a difference between being charged and it being bottomless versus being charged
And you're getting 3 pieces of bread.
and you're giving me
Well,
3
that's-
thin pieces of ciabatta?
Well, that's the thing, though, is that if I'm buying an entree or a dinner, I should 100% be getting bread for free.
I agree.
If I just go in and I go, hey, I want a basket of bread and a water, then
Yeah, charge me for the bread. I mean,
charge me for the bread, I'm an asshole.
You're going to charge me for something.
Yeah, right. But
But
I shouldn't be punished because it can be a restaurant.
it's supposed to be the whole point of like breaking bread. It's supposed to be like a communal thing. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be assumed that it's
Now
like,
it's-
you know, part of the gig.
Now it's like, get your hands off my bread unless you're going to Venmo me $150.
Bitches.
Get your paws
Get your paws.
off my bread.
Yeah. If you're going to do all that, you're doing too much.
Well,
Okay?
that's the thing, though, is it's like you get to the check and you're like, let's say you're at a table for 6, and you order 2 baskets of bread. Okay, you get the check. What are you going to say? Okay, everyone's doing $2 for bread? Now we look stupid, don't we?
Yeah.
Now you've put us in a situation.
Who's cheap now, us or you?
Or you.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
And again, I'm not as mad at the restaurant because, you know, they're scraping.
No, you're mad
by
at the
with
system.
pennies,
You're mad at the man.
you know? Yeah.
You're mad at the man.
Yeah, I sure am. That's who I've got beef with.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right.
All right, hen house open mic?
Hen house open mic.
Okay.
The topic this week was real estate.
It was.
And Kelly, what form of art do you have for us today?
Well, it's a poem, but it's like more of like a psychological poem or like a philosophical poem.
Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Real estate. Or am I in a state of real? Will you have an estate with me, but keep it real? For real, state your case. Real estate. Bitch. Thank you.
Can we hear it again?
Sure. Yeah, you can hear it again. Okay.
I want to catch all of the moments, you
Okay.
know, and I
Yeah.
feel like it was all the same.
I really
so-
milked it. Okay, real estate. Or am I in a state of real?
Okay.
Will you have an estate with me? But keep it real. For real. State your case. Real estate. It's a little clunky.
I feel like you took the word real and you took the word estate and you really used them.
Yeah, well, so for some reason, when I read real estate, I thought of the he lied, she believed thing. So I kind of
very interesting.
I kind of tried to work it out, but I can see now how my interpretation probably isn't as strong.
No. I think it's perhaps over time it'll
You don't like it, do you?
It'll age like
You don't like it, do you?
nobody said I didn't like it.
You don't like it, do you?
I do like it.
I don't know if I like it.
I might agree with your opinion tonight. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think it turned out nice.
Okay. I was trying to do something experimental and I feel like it didn't work.
Oh, Kelly, we're not having pity parties at the open mic. The open mic.
No,
is
you're
the
right.
opportunity
You're
to
right.
try things out.
You're right. It's not always gonna be a knockout of the park. It's not all. It's
Remember
an
what
open
happened to me
microphone.
last week? I came here with a song I had practiced in the car. I was yelling it in the car. I was
Right,
doing it an
right,
octave lower in the car. I
right.
came here. I made a fool out of myself. But this is the mic, baby.
It's a mic. Sometimes it's rough.
Sometimes it's rough.
Okay. Well, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Mine is a speech from the reality TV show Alphabet Court. Today, I'll be challenging the letter S as it claims it is an important letter because 2 U.S. states start with it. Only 19 letters have a state that starts with them, and of those 19, only 11 have 2 or more states that begin with their letter. But my question is there a real S state? South Dakota, South Carolina. South is simply an adjective. The Dakota and Carolina are the noun. People call me incredible all day long, but that doesn't mean my name starts with I. The word incredible isn't doing the act, but the person being incredible is what counts, Your Honor. I believe these states start with D and C, and going forward, the letters D and C should be recognized for their accomplishment. And I believe, Your Honor, that the punishment for S should be that he is placed behind bars. Well, at least 3. We don't want him getting confused for $sign over there. Thank you.
That is brilliant. What you just did was absolutely brilliant. Because I hear you. I see what you're saying. I don't think any states start with S. I don't. After that description, are you kidding me? No, there's a top half to Dakota and a bottom half to Dakota. Wow, that was good. And you're right, it would look like a $sign if it were behind bars. This is an incredible debate. I wish I had the counterpart to it. Wow, that was fucking solid, dude.
Thanks, man.
That was great. Oh, I loved every second of it. It was much better than mine this week. But, you know, like we said, an open mic, you crush this week, you might bomb next week.
You might.
You never know.
Next week, I'm sure I'm going to be up here stuttering.
But that was fucking
Barely
killer.
getting it.
That was
Thank you.
really good.
Thanks, man.
I feel like Melissa McCarthy in the ranch thing where she's like, wow.
Wow. It's a great bit.
If you've never seen that,
You gotta watch.
Go Google SNL Melissa McCarthy Ranch, Hidden Valley Ranch. Oh, it's a sketch, one for the books.
I think I watched it again like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
It's
and I told
so
somebody
good.
else about it. I tell
It's
people about it all the
so-
time. Melissa, are
so-
you hearing this? I'm a fan.
We're big fans. Okay, so I do have to show you this. Instead of a, what were we talking about? Instead of a open forum, I did ask the question.
Oh, yes.
Here. Okay, so
I'm
Allie
very
and I are
fascinated.
thinking, we're considering about making a burn book, obviously for our eyes only, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And by burn book, I mean, you know, I don't think we'll put actual names. We wouldn't put actual names, but we would put names or symbols where we knew what each other was talking about.
This was Kelly's idea.
Anyways, so I decided to ask everybody, is it wrong to make one of these? Now, if the majority of people said absolutely, I would have been like, okay, but that's not what happened. We had 18% say absolutely, 16% say not if it's... Now, Burn Book, if you've never seen Mean Girls, is a book, it's like a scrapbook where...
You roast people in it.
you roast people in it.
By the way, we wouldn't be like corny bullying. It would be... It would be...
It'd be more of a diary.
more of a read on people than anything.
It would be more, an accurate description of what we're viewing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be, honestly, I probably wouldn't be bothered if like the person...
No. It'd be more of a time capsule book.
Yeah.
Really, if anything.
Memories.
So this is what people said. 18% said that it was absolutely wrong to make one. 16% said not if it's for your eyes only. 22% said not if it stays in your friend group, 4 people maximum. 45% of people said nope, let it rip, chugs drink. And that's the state of the United States of America today.
Wow. I am shocked. How
Me
many people
too.
voted?
It was a total of... How many people? 9 plus 8, 17, plus 11, 28, plus 23, 51.
Okay.
51 people,
votes.
and almost half of them said, let it rip.
Wow.
That's interesting to me.
You love the chaos. People love the chaos.
They love the chaos, and I honestly do not think that people are more mean to each other than they've ever been.
Yeah.
And they have the internet to hide behind.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if we had a burn book in this apartment? I think someone would try to rob us to find out what it is.
Yeah. We're not going to make one, so we don't get robbed.
Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
But I do want to make feel free to anybody send me this. Send me a screenshot of something. I do want to make a book of screenshots.
Wild things we see on the
Wild
internet.
things we see on the
that
internet.
Totally left field, make no sense.
Like things where you just go,
what's going on?
What was going through your head when they said that? And it's some things that honestly, like, from another lens, you'd go, oh, that's sad. But through my lens, where it's like, why would you post that on the internet?
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of book I'm looking to make.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun, fulfilling, and safer than making a burn book, for sure.
Well, the thing about the burn book is,
The burn book it's funny. I mean,
it is
come
funny.
on, it's an iconic thing that came from a movie, and people still talk about it to this day.
To this day.
To this day, and
But
I'm trying to be talked about to this day.
To this day.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean. Well, shoot, I think we've had a great time.
We sure have. Please be sure to follow us on
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. 5-star.
Please give us that 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Write a review.
If you write a review,
Yes.
we might read it and might cry and be so happy. And I've been waiting for that moment lately. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.